and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Benny and I'm a makeup artist and blogger based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this neutral glam makeup look using the Zaron Healthy Glow foundation. So first I'm using MAC Fix Plus spray and I'm just going to spray that all over my face for hydration, and then I'm using the Becca Ever Matte Priming Perfector and I'm just pressing that into my skin on all the areas that get really oily. And next I'm going to be using the Zaron Healthy Glow foundation, which comes in a black pack, and you see that the tube is white. It says that it's oil control, that it's SPF 30, hypoallergenic, and it's cruelty free. So we're going to see how this just works out for us. Notice that most times I actually correct my skin to correct dark areas, but with this foundation I'm just trying out how full coverage it is, and it actually just covered up all my discoloration, guys. Like, it's so full coverage and it applies really well. You see I have no issue. So here I'm demonstrating and you see how this foundation just covers up. Like, I didn't even have to use any orange corrector or anything. Like, wow, it was just amazing. This was my second time actually trying this. I had swatched it before, but I'd never actually used it all over my face before, so this was the first time that I was wearing it, you know, full on as a foundation. So I was trying to be careful in my application. It didn't give me any issues whatsoever, guys. So this is a win-win, at least, you know, for a first impression. This was a win-win for me, and I'm blending that into my neck as well. Next I'm using this Mary Kay foundation, and this is in the darkest shade 708, and I'm just applying that all across the perimeter of my forehead, underneath my cheekbone, my jawline, and I'm doing that on both sides of my face. Next I'm going in with the beauty blender. It has like a little bit of product still left on it, so I'm just using that to blend in the darkness, just so I can create a shadow. We don't want any severe lines, we just want like a soft definition, you know. We're trying to be neutral and glam at the same time. So I'm just blending it in, blend, no harsh lines anywhere. Still taking that Mary Kay foundation in 708, I'm just lining down the sides of my nose. This is just going to serve as my cream contour. I don't do this every day. Some days I'll use just powder, but for this look I decided to go with cream. So this is actually very full coverage. Next I'm using this LA Girl concealer, and this is in the shade Cool Tan. I'm just using that under my eyes to add a little bit of brightness and hide any darkness, just give me like a really highlighted under eye. I'm using that on my cupid's bow, my chin, the center of my forehead as well, just a little bit. And then I'm drawing a line from the sides of my mouth, the sides of my lips, up to my hairline, and then across my smile lines as well. Next I'm going on the bridge of my nose with that concealer. Now I'm just blending it in. I like to do my under eye last, so I usually start with somewhere else like my chin, then I'll move on to my cupid's bow. I'm blending in the concealer around my smile lines, and then I'm blending the concealer underneath my cheekbone as well. I'm trying to stay as clean as possible, staying true to that line, because I need some help in that area with the cheeks. Next on my forehead, and now I'm blending my under eye. You see how I look up there, because you don't want the concealer to crease, so I'm just being careful. I start with the outer corner and then I'm blending it in. Now I'm using the butt of the beauty blender to help as well. So I'm taking that concealer over my eyelid as well to prime at the same time, so I won't have to go over that with a primer later on. I'm doing the same thing, and I'm blending the other underneath my under eye, on the other eye as well, carefully. So I'm sweeping that up. I don't usually do this step. Usually I will just stop where my eyes stop, but this time around I'm kind of sweeping the concealer up into my hairline area and then over my lid. Now I'm blending across my nose bridge as well. I'm just patting that in. Next, I'm using this Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I love this setting powder. I usually would not risk using another setting powder because this one just works for me. The undertone is very fine and it works for me, so I stick to it most of the time. I'm just using the beauty blender as well. Bear in mind that this beauty blender is still a little bit damp, so it just helps the powder to melt into the concealer and set everything. Just the way I start out and I blend my concealer last, I like to set with powder first under my eye. So I blend the concealer out last under my eye, and then I set it first with powder before I move on to the other parts of the face. This just helps to prevent creasing in the long run. Now I'm setting the other parts of my face where I apply the concealer, my chin, underneath my jawline, and I already set my eyelid as well, across my smile lines. That area really important. And my forehead as well. Now I'm taking a flat brush and I'm setting my nose bridge, and I'm being very careful to stay in that thin line. Next, I'm using this Maybelline Clear Smooth powder in cacao, and I'm just blending, taking out any excess from the brush, and I'm using this blending brush to actually set that foundation that I used to cream contour earlier. I'm being very careful to stay true to the nose shape that we're trying to create, a more defined nose, and then I'm taking that powder just underneath the little bulbous area on my nose there, just to create an upliftment. Next, I'm going in the contoured area underneath my cheekbone, underneath my jawline. I'm going to create a very in-depth highlight and contour video very soon, guys, so please just stay tuned for that. Next, I'm setting across my forehead, around the perimeter of my forehead as well, with that powder. Now I'm using this House of Tara face powder, and I'm using this buffing brush from Morphe, and I'm just blending out all the setting powder that I used earlier. So I'm using the powder that's in my shade to actually blend out the highlight shade. I don't know if you got that. I hope I explained it well. And now I'm setting all over my face using that same powder, and I'm using the buffing brush just to press it into my skin. Next, I'm using this color from the DARKSKINMAKEUP neutral palette. I'm using that as a transition shade. I'm following up with this orange, this deep orange color. It kind of looks a little bit more reddish here. I don't know why. Well, next I'm using this Carli Bybel eyeshadow, and this is like a burgundy shade. I'm using this all over my crease, concentrated in the outer corners. Next, I'm going to spritz that brush with MAC Fix Plus, and I'm taking this shimmery eyeshadow and placing that all over my eyelid and in my inner eye corner as well, just to open up my eyes. Next, I'm using this, it's a more bronzy shade, and I'm using it to blend in the lid color to the color that I actually applied in my crease, so it looks a little bit warmer. For my eyebrow, I'm just using this Davy's eye pencil, You can get this for like 100 naira in the market. So the eyebrows, we're not trying to be doing anything too serious. This works for this look. Make sure that you blend the hair into the eye color that I used, so I can just get a smooth transition, like a gradient shape to my eyebrows. And then I'm using this concealer from Ellie Girl. This is the Cool Tan shade, just to clean out the bottom underneath my eyebrow. Now I'm going to set using this loose powder, and this is also the Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just blending that area underneath my brow. Using this Ellie Girl gel liner, I'm going to create a winged eyeliner. So while we're keeping the eyes pretty neutral, we still want to look glam, hence the winged liner, because it gives you a more sophisticated look. Next, I'm using this Maybelline Colossal mascara. I love this mascara. I use it in almost every video. Now I spritz my face with the MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and I'm going in with this highlighter from Carli Bybel palette. I love this glow. I'm using that on the high points of my cheekbone, my forehead, my nose bridge, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow as well. For my lips, I'm lining using that same David's eye pencil that I used for my eyebrow earlier. I'm just lining my lips with that pencil. For the bottom lip, I'm actually just going to fill in the sides. And then I'm using this Zaron lipstick in Dawn all over my lip. It's a really neutral pinky shade, so it's really pretty, and we can just tone it down if you want to. You can work with the color however you want. I'm using this lip gloss for that, you know, dose of glam. And then using this Debby Luster 3D mink lashes in Frisia, and then the look is pretty much complete. I'm using this House of Tara blush, and that's it guys. This is a neutral glam makeup look, and this Zaron foundation just made it all pop. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button below, comment to let me know what you think, if you have any suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe. So until next time, thank you so much.